Hey, just over a year ago in September, the Board of Trustees of the high school undertook the consideration of a solar project. By December of 2011, it had vetted the project, reviewed it, okayed it. December 31st, we had our first shipment of panels from Germany. The system began installation in March, and it went active in June 2012. So in less than a year, the high school had responded to both the concerns of the church as well as of the Society of Jesus that asked us to take on further responsibility for the stewardship of creation. This project was made possible as well because of a federal treasury grant that paid for a third of it, as well as a partnership with SMUD. That paid for another third. So the remaining third of that $1.9 million is going to be paid for from savings. That's about $90,000 a year, which is the equivalent of 6 full tuitions. Altogether, we consider this a win-win, and it would not have been possible without the diligence of our Board of Trustees, several of whom are with us today. So I'd like to thank our board chair, Mr. Steve Berberick, who's the CEO of California ISO, which runs the power grid for California, so he knows a thing or two about electricity and power. We're also represented today by other board members, including Ernie Daniels, Betty Diepenbrock, Dennis Dalton, Julia Burrows. And I'd like to call particular attention to 2 of the board members who worked so hard on this project. One is Mrs. Diepenbrock, who also chairs our facilities committee. Her primary task was to make sure that the numbers I was putting out to the board were honest and true. And then Mr. Tim Lean, who can't join us today, a member of the class of 1975. He was not only instrumental for our project, but he was also instrumental for the project at St. Francis. If it weren't for these 2, we would not be here this afternoon. And finally, also joining us today is Brad Price of the class of 1989. Brad is the president of Valley Solar, and his company is the one that installed our system. And that's been a great partnership to have an alum so intimately involved with the school. So guys, it comes down to this, really. It was as if 50 years ago, when they were designing these buildings, they decided to put 8-inch reinforced concrete on our roofs so that we could install nearly 2,300 solar panels meant to, concrete's exciting, a system that should produce as much as 48% of the electricity we consume on campus. It's a great project all the way around, and it's not only going to benefit you and control our expenses, but we expect it to be active for 30 to 40 more years. At this time, I'd like you to welcome your student body president, Austin White, who will introduce our guest speaker this morning, the Honorable Kevin Johnson, the Mayor of Sacramento.
Hello. Good afternoon, gentlemen. As I've said before, Jesuit is an amazing place where we constantly dedicate ourselves to be men for others and to love one another with all of our hearts. Today, I have the privilege to introduce a man who has also dedicated his life to being a man for others. He is the 55th mayor of Sacramento, the first African-American mayor to be elected in our hometown, one of the greatest guards to ever play high school basketball. He later went on to play professional basketball, becoming one of the greatest leaders to play on the court in the NBA. He is dedicated to serving our community and putting others in front of himself. His most important work includes making sure that every child, no matter their background or history, receives a quality education and to set for the right path into the future. He is also one of the greenest mayors in our country, which is why he's here today and continues to help make Sacramento the greenest city in the country. All of this is done through his love of God and his passion of being a man for others. Gentlemen, help me give a warm round of welcome to Mayor Johnson.
Applause for the introduction. Let me thank you all for coming out. This is exciting to be here today. You guys are doing incredible work, and I'm looking around. Make some noise if you're a freshman. All right, cool. If you're a sophomore, make some noise. Do we got any juniors in the house? All right, last but not least, our seniors. So I came out today to do a couple things. I want to thank the father, I want to thank the principal, I want to thank the executive board for their commitment with solar panels. Can you give them just a quick round of applause? Just a couple days ago, I was able to speak at the San Joaquin Hall of Fame, and your very own Coach Rose just got inducted to the San Joaquin Hall. Is he around here? Where's Coach Rose at? Coach Rose, congratulations. Now, I played in high school many years ago, and we always came up a little short when we played against Jesuit. Now, y'all had this coach teacher, and I'm not sure he's still living or around. I don't remember how old he was, but is Mr. Lawrence still here? Where is he at? Where is Mr. Lawrence at? Is he here? Mr. Lawrence, what's going on? You guys know you had a Christmas tournament? We would have won the Christmas tournament if it was not for Mr. Lawrence. So I still got a bone to pick with him afterward. All right, the last thing I want to say before I talk about green is two things that are sports related. Do we have any Giants fans here? Okay, all right. And I know it's football season if you're in high school. So all I care about is the Holy Bowl. Who won the Holy Bowl? All right. You guys are holding it down. Who's Thomas? You Thomas? All right, we're here for one important reason. That when I got elected mayor, one of the things I wanted to do was to help Sacramento reach its potential, be a really cool green city. And in order to do that, we have a vision, and we want Sacramento to be known as the Emerald Valley, the greenest region in the country, and a hub for clean technology. And one of our signature projects is greening schools. We want to green schools. We want to retrofit buildings, and we want to make them more energy efficient. Jesuit accepted the challenge, and St. Francis. So give yourselves a round of applause for accepting the challenge. Father Sawalski and many others accepted the challenge. What you guys did here is made sure that we can install solar panels, and now 48% of the energy that comes out of this school will be solarized because of the work you guys are doing here. So give yourselves a round of applause for that, because that's very important. And I just want to say to you folks at Jesuit, you guys have always been a model school when it comes to athletics and academics. And now you've also become a model when it comes to solar panels in our community. As I go up and down the state and around California, I'm going to point to the work you guys are doing here at Jesuit. So last but not least, give yourselves one fine round of applause for going green at Jesuit. All right, I know you guys have lunch, so let me close on this note. As the mayor of Sacramento, every now and then I can make an executive order. And I'm going to make an executive order today. That anybody here who's in the class of 2013, 2014, 2015, and 2016, I have told every administrator here, I've made executive order, no homework tonight. Enjoy your day.